Hey everyone, this is Martin from How to Make Mobile Games. I hope everyone's having a great week and developing is going smoothly. This video today is about something that I talked about roughly 1 week ago about licensing source code and being able to purchase one of my projects so that you can reskin it and then publish your own version on Android or iOS. So the Accelerate X source code is now available for purchase, and it's $100. And what I say when I mean reskin is that you can purchase the Unity project, change the artwork, change the music, and then you publish a version of the game yourself onto Android, Google Play, Amazon, iOS, or whichever other platform you want to be, which you're publishing games on. I'll just go down my list here, and just so I'm not missing any points and everything's pretty clear. But if you've got any questions, you can email me or leave a comment, and I'll follow up with you guys for sure. And so let's give you a gameplay example. So it's a 2D runner. A couple of you might already have seen this. I might have done one of these in the videos, in one of the other videos. But all I'm doing here is I'm showing it in Unity, but you hold down on the screen and slide left and right. And the goal is to run the distance that's shown on the top right of the screen there, so you can see it's counting down. That's to the end of the level. Collect as many coins as possible and kill as many zombie guys as possible. So the gameplay is very simple, it's very straightforward, and so far the feedback has been pretty good. The ratings have been pretty good as well so far. So there you go, I've reached 0, and then I'm going to click next level. So this is level 2. And what will happen in level 2 is it'll get faster, more of these guys will spawn, and the distance will increase as well. So in this level you've got to run like 500 meters or whatever it is. And the next one is like 700, 1,000, and that can be adjusted as well. So these guys here, you've got to hit them to the side of them. You can't hit them right on, or it's game over, and I'll show you. So there you go, game over, and there's more games. There's a rated game option, there's an exit game option that's there as well. If you tap on exit game, then a chart boost ad will show before the game actually exits. So it's just a little bit more monetization in there before the player decides to go off and do something else. So you can also download it on Google Play now. So that's the first place that I published this game. I've also published on Amazon. I didn't publish on iTunes yet because I have a similar version on iTunes already. But you can. I'll put the link in the description, or you can search for Save Yourself 2014, which is the name of the game. And next point is, so this was built in Unity 4.2. So this is mainly for Unity developers out there. And it's pretty straightforward, the reskin, and I'm going to give details on how to do that and exactly. But everything is included in the project. All of the images that you're seeing here, all of the sound files, all of these objects, the materials, all the things that you need to sort of get up and running and actually have this game published onto Android or iOS. Monetization is in Chartboost and AdMob. So there's no in-app purchases in this version just yet. It's not a big problem though, and it's not a terrible thing, because it actually means that it can be distributed in countries like China. Because on Google Play in China, if the game has in-app purchases, it's not available for download in China. So the cool thing is with this version that it will be available if you don't have any in-app purchases. So it makes money with Chartboost and AdMob. And I'll tell you some of the ARPU, the revenue figures here, and I'll also show you some screen examples. Those of you who are just listening and not interested in buying the source code, that's fine. You'll hopefully find this useful as well. And so Google Play ARPU example, that's average revenue per user. How much money does it make if one user downloads the game? Right now this game is only getting 30 downloads a day. I've not done any marketing with this at all, and it's making around $3 per day. So for 30 downloads a day, that's just on Google Play, and making $3 per day is pretty good for such a small game. The majority of that revenue is coming through Chartboost right now, and Chartboost revenue tends to be pretty good. So obviously that depends on how much the eCPM is going to be now or a month later, so obviously that can vary, of course. But with only 30 downloads a day, I'm making around $3 with no marketing. If I had this, if I included the Amazon and the iTunes revenue, and if I put this on iTunes, then yeah, it would, maybe, I don't know, say double or triple or something, because iTunes revenue can be better than Google Play. So on average, it's made, so 433 users have downloaded this game so far, and it's made $40.43, which is an ARPU of 9 cents, so 9 cents per user. If I had 100 downloads per day, or if you guys, whoever licenses this, purchases the source code, if you had just 100 downloads per day, then you could make that $9 per day. which is pretty good for a small game just on with ads as well. This doesn't have, like I say, the in-app purchases included in this version. So let me show you guys as well on Chartboost, just so that you can see the statistics here. So this is from all time. It was actually published late in December, so 28th of December is when I first integrated it, and I've made here. I'm looking at the downloads here was 24, and it made $1.56. 30 downloads, it made $2. 34 downloads, $2. Almost $5 with 44 downloads. $30, 30 downloads, $2.43. That one was a little bit lower there. 28 downloads, 38 cents. 30 downloads, $2, and so on. And then, so you can see that the ARPU through Chartboost and this through the ads is pretty good. What happens to the ads is one shows up when the game starts. An ad shows up once you die in the level, it'll show up, and then you can cancel it and click play again. And it also shows when you click on the exit button as well. So there's 3 ways that it makes money through the Chartboost ad network. On AdMob, it shows the banners at the bottom, and it doesn't make as much revenue as Chartboost. And every day with these 30 downloads, it's not too bad for 30 downloads for AdMob. We're getting roughly around 50 cents per day on average, something like that. We made $1 there, so not big, but only 30 downloads per day. But I just wanted to show you this, guys, anyway, because even if you're not interested in purchasing the source code, then at least you can, this will hopefully be interesting and useful anyway. So, all right, so moving on. So the reskin is pretty straightforward. The majority of the work is just changing the art files, and these are all held in one folder here. So if I go down to game resources, see, I've got the music and sounds in there. You guys can use the sounds, no problem, if you like. You can change them if you like, but the main music has to be changed. And this folder here does not need to be changed, as it's labeled. And these textures here, these are all the textures in the game. And you guys can choose which ones you'd like to keep. Obviously, things like the main background, the main character, these things would need to be changed because it is a reskin. You can't just use the source code as it is. It has to be updated and reskinned. So, and let me move on to my next point. So, okay, so I'm just sorry, I just lost where I was up to there. So change artwork, main music. The other thing is you need to add in your own app IDs. So I'll quickly go to this logo scene as well. And all of the global settings are contained here. If I can move this over. So it's set up to be published on, Google, Amazon, iOS, SliderMe, and so on. And all you need to do is just fill in your own codes here. You can just do it on Google, you can just do it on Amazon, whichever one you want. You just select the which app store you're going to publish on, and then click build, and then you'll have your APK ready or your IPA file in Xcode. So whichever one you're interested in, you just change these codes here. The other ones that you need to change as well is a link to your More Games page on each of the app stores. And then the Rate the Game link is just changing this, the bundle ID at the end there. But I'll explain all this in a document separately, or I'll do a separate video for details on how to reskin this. So pretty straightforward. Overall, this took me to do a reskin the first time. It took me around 1 day to do the artwork, but I was doing basic pixel artwork. I wasn't doing anything extravagant, and I'm not an artist. So it was very, very simple and straightforward to me, and it happened very quickly. So it depends how much time you want to put into the artwork, and then obviously how much or how fast you make an ROI, return on investment. So the source code is $100, and then let's say you pay another $100 for an artist to do some quick pixel work or whatever it may cost you. Or if you do it yourselves, then that depends on how long the total cost is. Obviously, the artwork isn't included in this, but just to give you an idea, for me it happened really quick because there's only one main background, there's one character with 2 frames, there's his weapon, there's 3 danger objects, which are those guys that you have to avoid, and there's obviously the main menu, there's the instruction screen, the logo screen, and that's pretty much it. And the other ones are just some buttons like play again, exit, rate the game, and so on. And so yeah, that's pretty much how you do the reskin. Payments can be sent through PayPal. I use PayPal, and that's probably the easiest way to obviously send and receive. If anyone is interested, you can email me on martin@cobotplay.com. There's my email, and I'll put all this in the description as well. Or if you have any questions, you can send me an email, or please leave them in the comments, and I'll follow up with you guys. Recently, as well, this is off topic, but a great big thanks to everybody who's commented and subscribed and sent me a message as well. I did receive those messages over this past couple of weeks over Christmas, and my recent video, which was the which was it now? Doing a reskin for the Flow game, and also the time lapse videos where you can see me finishing a game in 24 hours very quickly. Awesome, thank you so much for those comments. I have read them all. I have read the personal messages that you guys have sent as well, and I do read them every time. Sorry I've not been able to get back to you yet. It's been a really busy couple of weeks. We've just published like 2 new games. One is Galaxy Clash 2, another one is the Clumsy Shark Fishing 2014, and we've got a bunch of other games that we're publishing as well now from our third-party publishers. So it's really been busy, and I'm going to catch up with you guys soon on those comments, of course. If you do go ahead with the source code and anybody wants to purchase, of course you will have support from me, and I'll be more direct with those emails, obviously, because you've paid the money. I'm not going to leave that for days. I'll be as quick as I can with support on email if there's any problems in the source code. So, but yeah, thank you so much. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Please tap that like button below, guys. That really helps. That's awesome, and it helps me to grow the channel and do more videos like this. I hope you found this useful, and catch me if you have any questions, guys. Have a great week developing. Chat to you soon. Bye.